In this video, we're going to talk about how to evaluate logarithmic expressions, and specifically we want to evaluate log base 7 of 1 over 7. Now the way we're going to do this is, the first thing I always do in these problems is add an equal sign and say that this is equal to something, because that's what we want to know, is we want to know what it's equal to. But the problem is we don't know what that is yet. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say it's equal to x. Of course you could choose whatever letter you wanted to. I'm just going to go with x because that's typically what we use. Now, if you rewrite it in this form, then it goes from being an expression, which doesn't involve an equal sign, to an equation. And we're just saying it's equal to something. But now once you have an equation, then you can think of it in terms of what you see written on the right-hand side of your screen. And that is basically ways that we can rewrite these problems. If you're given something in logarithmic form or as a logarithmic equation, then you can rewrite it as an exponential equation, because those are equivalent forms, and vice versa. So for this particular problem, since we don't know any other way to deal with it, what we're going to do is we're going to change the log base 7, 1 over 7 equals x from its log form to its exponential form. So rearranging everything, when we convert this, it's going to become 7 to the x is equal to 1 over 7. And that's just kind of matching up, using a model, what we have on the right-hand side as a model, matching up the letters for whatever numbers of letters we have, and just changing it from the logarithmic form to the exponential. And so now it's a little bit easier to understand what the question is actually asking. What it's saying is 7 to what power is equal to 1 over 7? Now the answer is still not completely obvious. What we're going to do is we're going to use a little algebra trick to rewrite 1 over 7. We're going to say leave the 7 to the x alone on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side we're going to move the 7 from the denominator to the numerator, and in doing so that's just going to change the sign of the exponent. Of course 7 is just 7 to the 1, so if we move it from the bottom to the top it's going to become 7 to the negative 1. And now what we have is 7 to a power is equal to 7 to a power. So we have the same base, we just have, seemingly at this point it looks different powers, so we can just cancel out the bases and set that powers or the exponents equal to one another. And so this problem has now worked its way down to x is equal to negative 1. And that's our answer, because originally log base 7 1 over 7 was equal to x, or the thing we wanted to know. And now we know that that thing is negative 1.